Working with a nested if statement. In the previous lesson, we discussed about the introduction to the if-else statement. We can use those statements in a single decision-making purpose. What will you do when you come across multiple decisions making? Well, we may have to use more than one if-else statement in a nested form. Take a look at this diagram. If the condition 1 is false, the statement 2 will be executed, and then to statement X. Otherwise, it continues to perform the second test. If the condition 2 is true, then statement 1 will be evaluated, and then to statement X. Now let's discuss this with a simple example. Open up a C#.NET 2008 Windows application. Now we're having 3 text box controls for entering values for A, B, and C respectively. Here in this example, we're going to find the greatest of 3 numbers. Right then, double-click the button control to move to Code window. Add this coding and see the logic. This box always returns a string value by default, so we have to convert it into integer value. Here we have 3 integer variables, A, B, and C, and we are explicitly converting the text box 1.text into integer and assign it into variable A. Similarly, we're converting text box 2 and text box 3 and assigning them to variables B and C, respectively. Here, we are using nested if condition to check the values. If the value of A is greater than B and C, then control will move to block 1 and execute the statement within. Here we're using logical operator called AND to combine the conditions. If any one of the conditions is false, it will not execute the statement within block 1 and move to the else part. In the else block, we are having separate if-else statements. Here it will check the value of B and C. If the condition is false, the control will move to block 2 and execute the statement inside. Otherwise, control will move to block 3 and execute it. Well then, press F5 to run the application. 10 for A, 5 for B, and 12 for C. Press OK. It will display C is greater than B and A. Now, change the value of A, B, and C, and then check the result. Now, it's displaying B is greater than A and C. Try it on your own and check the answers. Hopefully that gives you a clearer picture of the concept of the nested if statement and its workings. Using a nested if statement, we can check any number of conditions by adding more else if statements. Next, we'll move on to the switch statement.